5 people have been arrested after a Border Patrol agent was assaulted while trying to stop migrants crossing our southern border. You can see some of the agent's injuries right here. CBP says this is the third attack against agents in the San Ysidro sector in the last month. Here to react, retired acting ICE director and Fox News contributor Tom Homan. Tom, you see these images, you hear this story. You've obviously been intimately involved in Border Patrol. Are you surprised when you hear something like this?
No, I'm not. Look, the Border Patrol agent's job is inherently dangerous. They've already lost 142 deaths in the line of duty. It's a dangerous job. And I wore that uniform. I know what it's like to be out there. So it's, God bless him and thank God she's recovering. But what's really shameful is the Biden administration has made their job, which is already dangerous, much more dangerous. Because, Will, when you're in the middle of a crisis like they are right now, Border Patrol says 40 to 50% of their manpower is no longer on the line because they're processing family units, taking care of them. That means half the Border Patrol agents are on the line, which means your backup, rather than being 20 minutes away, they're a half hour, 45 minutes away. And the cartels know this. So they know half the Border Patrol agents are no longer on the line. That's when they move drugs and bad people across the line. They don't want to be caught. And a lot of alien smugglers carry weapons, but almost all narcotic smugglers carry weapons. So the incidents involving firearms and fights are skyrocketing because of the nature of the crisis on the border.
That's 2 fascinating stats you just gave us. So first of all, half of Border Patrol agents are called off the line to be involved in essentially a humanitarian effort in providing care to illegal immigrants. But the other stat you gave us, 142 agents have lost their life in the line of duty. Tom, over what kind of time period is that? And by the way, while I'm asking you about that, in what manner do Border Patrol agents often lose their life?
Well, look, it's a lot of the shootings, a lot of this vehicle accidents. They're very rugged terrain. Some have fallen off cliffs. And let me mention one other thing I forgot to mention, though. There has been 10 COVID deaths, in the line of duty COVID deaths, because they've been put in a position with COVID coming across that border, thousands a day, and because the Biden administration is ignoring Title 42 for families and children and adults from other parts of the country, these officers are not only put in harm's way every day because of the violence. Now they got to deal with COVID coming across the border because the Biden administration is letting a lot of people in the country with COVID. And so it's a dangerous job, and the Biden administration is making it more dangerous. And these are men and women that stand on that line every day while you and me are sleeping. Let me explain. In the middle of the night, 3 o'clock in the morning, a sensor goes off on a walking trail. These men and women are going to sit 20 minutes north of that sensor, and they're going to take on whatever comes in the middle of the night. Is it someone just coming for a better life, or is it heavily armed drug smuggler? We don't know, but these men and women are going to stand there and take it on while the rest of this country is sleeping. These are some of the finest men and women this country has, and God bless them. And what happened to this young lady is just an example of what these people deal with every day, 24/7. Let's
take a quick look at this, Tom. There's this new video that shows the arrest of illegal immigrants hiding in a storm drainage system in Texas. I don't know if we've got that video we can put up on screen. Yeah, there we go. There's 10 of them. Down in the storm drain coming out. You look at this, Tom, what do you take away from that?
Again, the criminal cartels are taking advantage of the humanitarian crisis. They send large groups of families and children through one part to tie all the Border Patrol up so they can sneak others that don't want to get caught through other parts of the border. Cartels making a lot of money smuggling children and families to the border to turn themselves in, but they really make the money on narcotics and smuggling people to their final destination like Chicago and New York. That group was going to be picked up by a smuggler, taken to a safe house someplace where they're going to wait for payoff. Relatives or somebody's going to wire them money to get them the rest of the way to Chicago. Right. That's where they make a lot of their money. So that we need to keep a focus on that. This is just not a humanitarian crisis. The smugglers are still in a great business of smuggling people into the interior of the United States to their final destination, and many of them will be carrying fentanyl. Over 90,000 fentanyl deaths in this country because of this crisis and because of the open border.
Yeah, this one hasn't gone away. Attention's been focused elsewhere, but this crisis hasn't gone away. Tom Homan, thank you so much.